What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Drop. Of course, this video series is hosted every single Sunday to let you know the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Switch, the PC, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about them right here. This week we have World War Z as our headliner, but a couple of other games worth mentioning, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. First off, we have World War Z coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Humanity is on the brink of extinction. From New York to Moscow and Jerusalem, the undead apocalypse continues to spread. As the end looms, a hardened few band together to defeat the horde and outlive the dead. World War Z is a heart-pounding co-op third-person shooter for up to 4 players featuring swarms of hundreds of zombies. Based on the Paramount Pictures film, World War Z focuses on fast-paced gameplay while exploring new storylines from around the world. Battles swarms of hundreds of zombies, the Swarm engine seamlessly renders hordes of zombies in incredible firefights. Advanced gore systems offer gruesomely satisfying action. Co-op story-driven campaigns allow you to survive around the world as unique groups tell their stories of perseverance. Fight other players for survival. Several intense player versus zombies game modes complement the co-op campaigns and grow stronger to unlock more powerful weapons and level 6 character classes to take on greater challenges. The big thing that always made World War Z stand out to me is the fact that the zombies weren't necessarily just wandering around aimlessly. They are fast, they are agile, and they come at you in a giant flock. You are literally forced to fight, and that is what makes World War Z so incredibly enticing to somebody like me. With this new Swarm engine, they can bring the action of the movie into the world of the game, and I think that's what really does draw me to actually checking this game out. Now, of course, this is going to be a game that is going to be much more fun if you have a group of friends to play it with. Perhaps if you played COD Zombies back in the day on Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, whatever you might be doing, you could definitely check out this one and you would probably have a good time. But for fans of the movie and for fans of zombie games in general, you might want to check out World War Z when it launches this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Next up, we've got My Time at Portia coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch, and it's out right now on PC. Start a new life in the enchanting town of Portia. Restore your pa's neglected workshop to its former glory by fulfilling commissions, growing crops, raising animals, and befriending the quirky inhabitants of this charming post-apocalyptic land. Armed with your pa's old handbook and workbench, you must gather, mine, and craft your way to being crowned the #1 workshop in Portia. Help the locals rebuild the town and uncover the secrets locked deep away beneath it. Be prepared though, it won't be easy. The town of Portia is full of friendly new faces for you to meet. Make friends, complete requests, exchange gifts, go on dates, and let romance blossom. Inspired by the magic of Studio Ghibli, My Time at Portia whisks you away to a world of wonder that you won't forget. How will you spend your time at Portia? The town of Portia is one that is absolutely incredible just to take a step back and admire, because there is so much happening. It's not just a game where you run your dad's workshop and you try and climb the ranks in the town. No, you actually go in and live a life. As they say, you romance people, you talk to the town folk, you go around and you actually participate in town activities. You are literally living in the town of Portia, and that is an incredibly charming little town to live in. So if you like these cuter games, if you like these things like Stardew Valley, then you might want to check out My Time at Portia, because I have heard a lot of people saying a lot of good things, and it's coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch, and it's out right now on PC. Next up, we have Final Fantasy X-10-2 HD Remastered coming out on the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One. Now, this game has been out on PS4 for quite some time. It's also been out on the PlayStation Vita, came out on the PlayStation 3, and also on the PC. With that being said, coming out this week on the Switch and the Xbox One, I've never covered it, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Final Fantasy X-10-2 HD Remastered brings the timeless classics forward to the current generation of fans, old and new alike. Final Fantasy X tells the story of Blitzball player Tidus, who journeys with a young and beautiful summoner named Yuna on her quest to save the world of Spira from endless cycles of destruction wrought by a colossal menace Sin. Final Fantasy X-2 returns to the world of Spira 2 years after the beginning of the Eternal Calm. Having been shown a mysterious but familiar image in the sphere, Yuna becomes a sphere hunter, and along with her companions Riku and Pain, embarks on a quest around the world to find the answers to the mystery within. Fully immerse yourself in the world of Spira as you enjoy over 100 combined hours of gameplay across the 2 classic titles. There are enhanced HD graphics, classic or new audio. You can take your pick if you want the remastered version, and again, over 100 hours of gameplay to enjoy between the 2 games. I've never been a big Final Fantasy guy myself, but I will say I know a ton of people do get into this kind of game, and of course 10 and 10 2 HD Remaster is something that I think a lot of people would be interested in picking up on the Xbox One and the Nintendo Switch. So if you do want to do that this week, it's coming out on those two platforms, and it's also out right now on the PS4, the Vita, as well as the PC, if you did want to check it out on another platform. And to round out today's main releases, we have Truberbrook coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. Truberbrook is a thrilling mystery sci-fi adventure game. Enjoy an adventurous vacation to a 1960s parallel universe, a sci-fi mystery adventure game with handmade scenery. Imagine yourself on vacation in Europe in the late 1960s. Now picture yourself as a young American scientist, Hans Tannhauser. Yes, that's your name in this scenario. While you're at it, think of Truberbrook, a remote village in rural, mountain-sloped, and densely forested Cold War Germany, because that's where you somehow end up after hitting the continent. But who cares? You won the trip in a lottery, or at least that's how it seems. But don't fear. Instead of getting some rest, you could find yourself having to save the world. I won't even lie, this game looks incredibly strange, but on top of that, the game itself looks beautiful. When it comes to the argument that games are art, I think this is a game that definitely does prove that to be true, but at the same time, it has been out on PC for a couple of days, and it might be worth mentioning that the reviews are sitting at a mixed rating, with a lot of people saying it's just not worth the full price of the game. Now, with all of that being taken into account, if you like narrative-driven games, if you like the look of Truberbrook, you might want to check it out this week, but it's coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch as well. And to round out today's show, we have a couple of honorable mentions. First off, Cuphead is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and Overcooked 2 Campfire Cook-Off, a DLC, is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC as well. And that rounds out this week's episode of The Drop. Of course, if you did enjoy this one, drop me a like down below, and in the comments section, let me know what games caught your eye, if anything did tickle your fancy this week. But this show is hosted every Sunday. There is new content throughout the week on top of a daily gaming news podcast Monday through Friday. So if you're new here, subscribe, stay up to date with everything. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. I will talk to you soon, and peace.